Hello and welcome to this varsity soccer matchup. St. Christopher's first game of the year taking on Catholic. Son, what are you looking for in this game? What are you looking to see?
You know, I'm really watching two players specifically from last year. Team captain Tyler Overstreet and team captain Evan Broughton. They were both all Virginia Prep League players from last year, and I'm really excited to see what they can bring to the field today. What about you, Hill?
Yeah, I'm looking at the captains. Got Tyler Overstreet, Evan Broughton, Lucas Gordonier, and Son Olson. All seniors. Been on the team at least 3 years, each one of them. And Saints have a new addition in Cole Butler.
You know, Cole Butler played for Richmond United for the past 3 years for his soccer career, and this year he decided to join the St. Christopher's team. And we're really excited to see what he can put forth in the game today.
Yeah, hearing the soccer players talk about Cole and him joining, they seem really excited. They're clearly very impressed with what Cole can do on the field, and he is a phenomenal athlete. So
So
put eyes on him.
make sure to look out for him on the field today. Also, make sure to keep an eye out for both of the goalies, Connor Welch and Colin Weiss. They're both filling some big shoes from Ben Smith and Dougie Boardman last year, and I'm really excited to see what they can do.
You have to see because they both played backup, got some reps in late games, and some of the later time in the game, later games. So it's going to be exciting to see how they step up and what they can do on the field.
Yeah,
as a starter.
This Saints team has a high upside for the season, and I'm really excited to see how they play, and hopefully this game starts the season off with a hot start.
Yeah, and as always, of course, they have Coach Wood, who historically has been very impressive as a coach, very successful. So going to be an exciting season, I think. And Cole Butler is number 29, by the way.
Yeah, make sure to keep an eye out for him. And thank you for tuning in to SID and
St. Christopher's Varsity
SEC
Soccer.
TV, and hope you enjoy the game.
Yeah, we're going to turn the camera to the field now. Game will start in about 40 seconds. All right, Catholic going to start off with the ball here. St. Christopher's is going to start on defense. And taking it for Catholic is Jason Preble, the senior. Keeping it on their side of the field.
Logan Fender with the ball.
Yo, St. Christopher's with an early takeaway there. Showed some pressure early on.
Yeah, we talked about it right before the game. That was Cole Butler immediately putting pressure on that offense, and you love to see it from the guy.
Yep. He's a great guy and a great athlete. You know, and from years past, we've seen Coach Wood does like to get some early presses, put some pressure on early on in the games. Another takeaway. That's Lucas Gordonier intercepting that one. Passing it up, trying to get a look on goal here. It's Kehoe. And Saints have been in the very early stretch of the game, getting pretty close to the goal, but Catholic has done a good job of getting in between them as they
Yeah,
now advance to the Saints side of the field.
the Saints are for sure putting some pressure on the Catholic team. I think they're realizing that early in the game, and they're probably going to have to change some stuff up to keep up with the speed of this Saints team.
Yeah, the Saints have always been a fast, physical team, which it's hard to compete against a team that does that well, plays that style of soccer well. That slide tackle there by Carson Stokes. Taken away. Chase Burleon.
Yeah, it's Chase Beerland with the ball right there.
Now taking it on the outside
Yeah.
wing, driving it in. Just swarmed there, though. Couldn't get that look. And Tyler Overstrait, the all-prep player, takes it. All-metro, sorry.
And you know, the corner kick guy, Lucas Cordonier, he's going back to his spot over there.
Yeah, this is his third year on the team, and I believe his third year being the #1 guy for these corner kicks.
Yeah, something about the way he kicks this ball is just magical.
Yeah, this is a huge part of the game that a lot of people might not realize, but corner kicks can make a huge difference. And if you got a guy out there like Lucas who can open up opportunities and give you a solid corner kick, that can make all the difference. That kick just high and out. Looks like he's trying to hit Michael Mardak, class of 29 there.
This could be a throw in with R.J. Johnson. He's a sophomore. Last year he was on the JV team. I'm sure you guys saw some of him. He's a pretty solid soccer athlete.
Yeah, you always got to get excited for those younger guys getting on the team. You know, as a sophomore making varsity, that's a high bar to pass. Burleon passes it into the middle of the field there.
It's going to be Broughton with the ball.
Evan Brown been playing at the high school level since he was an 8th grader. Played JV as an 8th grader and has been on varsity for 3 years now.
That was a solid attempt by
Sorry, 4.
Overstreet to keep the ball in play. Unfortunately, it rolled out of bounds just a little bit. But you love to see the effort.
And Donald Lowe, class of 28, is taking it now, kicking it into the probably middle of the field here. St. Chris almost managed to take control of it, but the hustle there by Catholic, just an unlucky bounce.
Catholic's doing a great job keeping this pressure on the Saints offense right here, slowing us down.
Yeah, for sure. I think it looks like these two teams like to play at a bit of a different pace. Sorry. St. Christopher's has always liked to play fast. Looks like Catholic might try and go for a slower, more drawn-out playing style here. So, you know, whoever controls the pace puts himself at a great advantage. And Overstreet passing it out to Mason Groom there. Sophomore, 2nd year on the team. Carson Stokes took a tumble there. Catholic gonna get control of the ball.
It's going to be Colin Weiss in goal for the Saints so far today.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if they made a switch up at halftime just to get both goalies reps, see what they can do.
Yeah, I think early in the season, Coach Wood's just going to be looking to see how they can perform on the field with the pressure of a varsity game.
Yeah, of course, you'd like to figure it out in practice and see what they can do, but that's really just not the real thing. Of course, practice prepares you, but when it comes to seeing who can really perform and who you want out there as your number one guy, I think looking at how they perform under the pressure of an actual game, I think that's the best way to go.
Sutton Olsen with some really good footwork to make a man miss.
And that almost went out, but unfortunately they're going to lose control.
Yeah.
No, they're going to.
Good attempt at a cross from Sutton. Unfortunately, there wasn't a man there to help him out.
Yep. And now that was Daniel Kehoe, fourth-year senior, putting some immense pressure trying to get that ball back on pretty far down on the field, barely not out of bounds.
And for those Saints soccer fans who were watching last season too, Sutton is actually playing a different position this year than he was playing last year. He's playing a more offensive spot as Cole Butler has taken the spot that Sutton was playing last year.
Yeah, I was talking to Son before the game. He seems just happy that Cole's on the team.
So you will be seeing some more offensive reps from Sutton this season.
Yeah. Sutton also asked me to give his mom a shout-out, so shout-out Miss Olsen.
That was a really good play by Evan there. He got the ball right around to Mason Groom. Unfortunately, the angle at which they were did not allow for a good shot on goal.
Yeah, and Tyler Overstreet is going to kick this one in for the Saints. And tries to curve that, hits the side of the net there, low and not quite at the best angle, but he's going to get another shot here. So second attempt, and that could have been a great opportunity, but Catholic goalie T.D. Reeder managed to get a hand on that and bat it away. And here could be a good look for Catholic, but Saints managed to recover. Of course, it always takes longer to get in a good position when you're trying to control the ball, too.
Looks like the ref is blowing for a corner here. Correction, that's just going to be Saints ball.
Evan Broughton taking this one. Going to play it safe here. Just kick it around a little bit, try and take control before putting it out the field. And putting the moves on him. Runs into a second guy, though.
R.J. Johnson not giving up.
Somehow managed to keep the ball. Two guys putting the pressure on him there. Dribble through him, and Burlian manages to take control, and Cole Butler passes it up the field. It's a little long, though. Just a little too far up for Tyler Overstreet to get that.
A lot of what you'll be seeing in these early games in most sports is the team trying to figure themselves out.
Yeah.
You find out a lot during practice, but during the game is really when you find those connections. You could see it between Evan Broughton and Tyler Overstreet. They've been playing soccer together their whole lives, and they have an almost immediate connection with the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, high school sports, just the nature of it. Seniors graduate every year, so teams always have to find a way to replace those guys and fulfill the spot that they left vacant. They're playing a bit of keep away there. And marching up.
Cole Butler takes a shot. Tipped off by a player on Catholic, unclear of who it was.
Yeah. Got a shot on goal there, but Catholic's goalie wouldn't let it through.
Amazing footwork. He got around about three guys to get that open look on the goal.
Yep.
And if he can keep that up for the rest of the season, that's going to be great.
Yeah,
especially coming from a defensive position.
Uh-oh. It looks like Catholic player might be hurt, but no whistles being blown. They're just letting them play there. It's going to stop it now, but
Looks like he got hit in the shin a little bit from my angle. However, I'm not sure.
yeah. I thought he was a lot more hurt. He got up. He looks fine now, but he was rolling on the ground there.
You know, sometimes it's just the shock of the hit. So.
Yeah. Thought he might have been injured, but luckily he's not. Never like to see that happen to players on any team.
Yeah, especially young athletes. It's hard to watch.
Yep, and some nice footwork here by RJ. Keeping it in the corner now and going to stop that. Catholic's Alejandro Lopez, the senior, is going to take this one. He's got the captain armband on.
Right to Sutton Olsen, right?
Thought they were going to turn that one over, but managed to keep it. That shot, though, was not going to go through. Another save there by Catholic's TD Reader.
Unclear if that was a shot or just a bad touch on the ball.
Yeah.
It looked like he assumed there might have been another player there with the pace of the ball, but you never know what's going on in the field.
A little fall there. Lucas Gordonier gets through. Pass on the cross is not going to work out. Looks like might have led to something, but
it was amazing footwork from Lucas Gordonier there.
Yeah.
He made a man miss and he had an open look.
And they're still on offense, still trying to get that open look.
And Mason Groom fighting for the ball.
Yeah, and keeping it.
Jack
Catholic,
Rickards.
Yep, Catholic putting a huge effort in to stop him. And Cole Butler dribbling. Got 4 guys on him right now, and he keeps it. Manages to hold on to the ball through all that, and that shot is close. Might have gone in, but just a little bit off, and it rolls right of the goal.
You know, the amount of shots Cole's already taken in his first game for the Saints is 13 minutes in, already 2 shot attempts, 2 really good looks. If he can keep this up for the rest of the season, it'll be great watching him.
I don't believe that was Cole, but
I'm sorry.
it's his first day.
Who was it? Yeah. I just saw somebody tap Cole on the shoulder after the shot. That was Mason Groom. He deserves the credit for that one.
And Catholic keeping it on their side of the field. And now here's could be another good look. Overstreet on the side, puts it up, and if only goalie had missed that there, but that's a great jump to get hold of that.
Yeah, Mason Groom was right there. Almost got hit a little contact with the ball, but
Yeah,
goalie got just in front of him.
It's great timing and great instincts there by TD Reader to stop that. Probably would have been a goal if he hadn't leapt up to get that one. Catholic just taking control. Big pass up the field into some traffic there. Saints get that lucky bounce, managed to recover that. And that is a nice move there. I believe that was Buddy Frike. And, Lucas Gordon-Neer. Sorry, not Lucas. Noah Diagnow And Mason Groom, I thought he got a guy behind him, but Peter Domark was there, kicks it out. This is going to be R.J. Johnson with the throw-in for the Saints. And straight to not Tyler Olson, Tyler Overstreet. Wasn't covered, so just getting the open look there. And
Cade Cox comes on the field. You can already see him showing off his speed, making a play at the ball.
And a high ball there again into a little bit of traffic there. And Catholic takes control, going on the offense again.
Saints get it right back. Sutton Olsen has it.
Yep. And I, not keeping the stats, but I'm willing to bet, just from what I've seen, that the Saints have been pretty dominant in terms of time of possession here. They've seemed to have the ball most of the time, going on the offensive, and you know, if you can sustain that, you're giving yourself a great chance.
Catholic team captain Alejandro Lopez also deserves some credit there. He had a slide tackle, really good stop against the ball.
Yeah, and manages to recover that one. And Tyler Overstreet made a big reach for it, trying to keep control there.
Chase, that's Chase.
Sorry, Chase.
Tyler's on the right side.
Sorry, Chase Burleon is who I was confusing Tyler Overstreet with.
Yeah, they look pretty similar from afar. Got both low numbers, number 2, number 3. Easy to get them confused.
And I've got the, I think the worst version of 20/20 vision there is to have.
Alejandro Lopez taking a free kick here.
And taking a long kick here.
Evan Broughton gets a head on it.
Yep, straight to Daniel Kehoe there. Loses control over it. Still putting pressure, though. And a nice slide tackle there.
And I
believe that
Evan
was
Broughton showing off
Evan Broughton.
why he was chosen for all Virginia Prep League.
Yep. One of 2 players on the team here. Putting the ball in position here. And putting it up high. Will not manage to get a goal off of it, although they do manage to get possession. And that's going way high.
Cade Cox gets a head on it.
Logan Fender passing it across to the outer side of the field here. Catholic will lose it there. Just on a bad touch. And that, thought that might have been for Cade, but Catholic's goalie is going to step up to take that. Just rolled right into his hands there.
Yeah, Cade still had a man to beat to get to that ball. It was going to be a hard spot to make an opportunity there. Didn't have too much help coming on the sides either.
Yeah.
Would have been a really hard shot to make.
And bounced off a couple players there. R.J. Johnson gets control off the pass and pass back, and Carson Stokes really putting a lot of pressure there on R.J. Johnson. And I believe that was off Peter Domark, the freshman. It's going to be a throw-in for R.J. Johnson. Gets it to Cade Cox, and that's going to be a throw-in for Catholic.
You know, Cade was stuck in a pretty rough position there. 2 players on either side of him.
Yeah, Jacker Hardstein threw it in there. And R.J. Johnson putting it up. Lucas Gordonier chasing it down, but unfortunately Logan Fender manages to get to it before him. And kicking up the field is T.D. Reeder. Passed up the field by Catholic. Carson Stalker runs up to get it in. Colin Weiss now. Just rolling it out to the outer wing.
Chase Bierlin putting the works on some of those defenders. Had a couple people miss.
And here might be a good look. It's Mason Groom out there. Sorry, Chase Bierlian.
If Logan Fender hadn't tapped that ball out of Daniel Kehoe makes a shot attempt, almost bends it in. Goalie gets his hands in front of it.
Yeah, it looks like it might have been a cross in too. But T.D. Reeder has done a good job of being on top of that. And those, shifty cross-ins, passes. And a little collision there. And again, T.D. Reeder ends up with the ball.
Daniel Kehoe makes a man miss.
And on the outer wing there, good look. And
Goal!
Daniel Kehoe punches it in for the Saints. First goal of the season, making it 1-0 here against Catholic, 25 minutes into the game.
So celebrating with the team.
Yeah, that was great moves there to put the works on Catholic there and get that open look. Had 2 guys right there looking to take it from him, but he just forced his way into that open look, and that's a great goal from Daniel Kehoe, to mark the first of the Saints season.
Yeah, he moved around three people to get that ball into a good goal position and made a goalie miss. That's absolutely textbook soccer. That's what you want to see out of players in the field.
Yeah, but Jason Preble passing it to start the next part of this game.
And that'll put the Saints up 1-0 with 25 minutes into this first.
And Saints already putting the pressure on him right out of the gate.
Cole Butler getting back out there.
And Cole Butler advancing up the field along with Jack Rickards. Evan Braun trying to put the moves on him. Passing it up, and that's just going to go right behind the goal there.
Yeah, just a bad angle for a pass. Not much you could do there.
Yeah, defender was right where he needed to be, and would have been difficult to get that cross in. And passing it up to about midfield. And Saints again get get possession back. And Jack Rickards takes control, dribbling into the middle, loses it though, taken away by Donald Lowe, the sophomore. And another goal. Lucas Gordonier getting that open look. 2 goals for the Saints in close succession. And that's exactly how you want to start off this possession.
And you love to see other sports. You saw the football team going out there to celebrate with Lucas Gordonier after that goal. Saints are looking hot right now, up 2-0. 2 goals in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Catholic's got to slow this down.
Yeah, Catholic just letting the Saints' pace kind of take control, and their defenders just couldn't keep up with Lucas Gordonier's moves there. And I mean, if you're Catholic, you definitely got to at least stop another quick goal. Just can't let them keep up that momentum because, I mean, it's 2 goals in, 2.5 minutes?
Yeah, Catholic's kind of just letting the Saints have their way with this game, and they got to slow it down.
Yeah, I mean, throwing it in for Catholic right here is Jack Hartzine. Overstreet going to make the throw in. And could have been a pretty good look there, but
It looks like a penalty on Catholic.
Murray Matthews was out there.
Looks like he got a little elbow action. Most definitely an accident from my angle, but
looks like he could have gone good position, but just fell over after a little bit of that contact.
It's going to be a free kick for the Saints. Tyler Overstreet's going to take it.
Yeah, they certainly, Tyler Overstreet is a guy to trust in these types of situations.
Yeah, the Saints brought the house forward for this one. Really looking to get that 3-0 lead before the half.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if they can score here, I mean, this game could easily slip out of Catholic's control. And a header is going to go the wrong way there. But Evan Broughton manages to catch up to his own header there. Looks like he's looking for the cross in, but Peter Domark was right on him. He's going to pass it to Cole. Hayes Carruthers passing it back, so not looking for anything too aggressive here. They know they've already got the lead, and everything is looking in favor of the Saints right now. And if that ball was just a little bit slower there, it might have been another one.
Yeah, Rickards had a good look on that. Just put a tiny bit too much speed on the ball. Got a little bit out of our control.
Yep. And a little contact there. Not going to stop it. And Carson Stokes got a little frustrated there. And
Jack Rickards hustling to get to the ball.
Yeah. Ball had a head start on him there, unfortunately. And looks like they're going to give it to Donald Lowe again to kick in. He seems to be their go-to guy for this. Manages to find the opening there for that pass. Tyler Overstreet chasing that one down. And a big pass up to keep that out of reach. Catholic manages to retain possession, and looked like a slide tackle there to try and keep it. It worked out for him.
Catholic looks like they're picking up their pace of play for the last 10 minutes of this half. Team's definitely hoping to get some points in the board, closing this lead a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, going into the half down 2 is not a situation any team wants to be in.
No,
So I think if to stay in this, they really gotta at least put the pressure on the Saints and get some good looks, get some shots on goal before the half closes out, just for the morale, just for the momentum.
yeah, in no way is this game over. 2-0 is not a
No, definitely not.
lead that's too far extended. But the Saints team is looking kind of electric right now.
Yeah, they're looking like, I mean, they look real good coming into this season. Of course, we always expect the soccer team to be doing well under Coach Wood and with the players they always seem to have. But, you know, when you start off the season scoring goals like that, that can mean good things for the rest of the season. Of course, like you said, this game is far from over. They've got about an hour left of play. And ball is going to fly out of bounds there on a errant kick. High kick. And yeah, 3 successive headers there. Ball was in the air for a while. And that is a great move there. Great slide tackle. If the Saints can capitalize on this, unfortunately they couldn't, but Murray Matthews, the freshman, managed to make a great play on the ball there. Gave the Saints a pretty good opportunity. Of course, I was talking earlier about seeing the younger guys on the team, and of course, all those guys, the freshmen, the sophomores, to be on varsity, they've certainly proven themselves to the coaches and to their peers. And, I mean, you love to see the younger guys come out and make plays like that.
Yeah, you always like to see some younger guys come step up. It's a good look towards the future for the St. Chris soccer team.
Murray Matthews is one of 2 freshmen on the team. Bodie Frick is the other one. Bodie plays midfield. Murray plays forward.
Yeah, we've seen a good bit from both of them today. Both gotten a good amount of play time, which just shows that trusting Coach Wood's judgment, they're both pretty good players.
Yeah, and as for sophomores, they've got 5 on the team. Mason Groom is the only returning one. So he was also on the team as a freshman. He plays forward.
Yeah, freshman year, he was on the varsity team with Beckett Scallion. Unfortunately, Beckett had to change schools this school year, which is a tough miss for the Saints soccer team.
Yeah, I hate to see it, but they look pretty good out of the gate here.
Yeah, so far I'm pretty optimistic for the future this season.
Mason Groom setting that one down. I think they're going to have someone else come and kick this corner. Looks like Cade Cox is coming out for this one. Got about 10 minutes left now of this half before we go to halftime. Sorry, not a corner kick. It's a mistake on my part. They're throwing it in.
Yeah, the position of the ball really did look like it was going to be a corner, though.
And a cross in, unfortunately, Justin Goodrich, the junior, gets a head on that, stops that one before the Saints could make anything of it.
Yeah, Tyler Overshirt right behind him, ready to pound that ball in.
Sutton Olsen taking control of the ball. 3 guys on him there. Catholic really seems to swarm the ball sometimes. You know, when it puts them on the other side of the field, they put a lot of guys on the ball trying to get takeaways there. And Cole Butler taking it, dribbling past, and a shot on goal. And Cole Butler with his first goal of the season.
And
first
goal
game
for the Saints.
Oh, absolutely. It's you see how good he is. It's hard to remember his first year on the team as he was, as you mentioned, playing club soccer. And Saints make it 3-0. Already Cole Butler making an impact here. And this is looking real good for the Saints.
Yeah, and it's also very impressive considering Cole Butler is a defender, meaning that he had to go out of his way with that ball, move all the way up the field, and create an opportunity for a goal like that.
Yeah, clearly he's capable of playing on both sides of the field, though. And as we were talking, he's going to be exciting to watch this year. Here's Evan Broughton passing it way up the field.
Jack Rickards trying to run the ball down.
Yeah, again, I mean, they're just putting so much pressure on Catholic throughout this whole game. And, I mean, they are a fast team. And, I mean, the goalie is smart to come out and take that, of course. Colin Weiss. I think that's, I mean, the third or fourth time Colin Weiss has even had to touch the ball. The Saints have been, I mean, they've had a ton of control over the field and field position here. And that's a kind of thing that'll put you up 3-0. And Cole Butler again running with it, makes the pass.
Daniel Kehoe, who also has a goal, tries to get it out to Rickards.
And Cole Butler's still hustling for it. Tries to make the slide tackle.
Successfully makes the slide tackle.
Yep.
And showing his sportsmanship, helping a man back up when he's down.
Yep.
That's what the Saints team is all about.
Yep, and Saints just wrestling it away there from Con Vance. And another good look. Jack Rickards tries to get the shot off. TD Reader manages to take control of that, though. Dives onto the ground to make that save. Looked like it might have been on target just in the corner, but I'm not sure. But if I had to say, I think that was a shot on goal there. Sorry, an on-target shot on goal.
Very much so an on-target shot on goal. That was a good save.
And Cade Cox takes it, and TD Reader tries to grab it. Can't haul it in, but his teammate recovers.
In. That is great initiative to see out of a goalie.
Yeah, and Son Olsen putting the moves on.
A shot.
Oh, that was a great shot there. Real high. Definitely would have gone in, and just a good save there by TD Reader, who managed to jump up and bat it up. But
yeah, that was a great shot attempt from Sutton. I would not be mad to see more of those this season.
No, absolutely not. He's great on offense, and you can see, I mean, he's just got a great leg when it comes to shooting.
Yeah, all-around great player.
Yup, and like you said earlier, he's playing at a different position. Usually he plays more offensive. And Tyler Overstreet puts in the corner. TD Reader takes a big risk there coming out. Works out for him, manages to keep that away. And the Saints, that shot just went into the side of the net there with them blocking up that angle. 5 minutes now left in this half. And Saints just, I mean, they're doing such a great job of keeping the ball where they want it to be.
Yeah,
and
honestly, the most impressive thing to me is the fact that they're fully commanding this game. Like, they have allowed very few moments to slip out of their control.
Absolutely. As I said earlier, I think Colin Weiss has only had to touch the ball, I mean, 2, 3, maybe 4 times this game. He's not even asked to do a lot.
I think he's touched the ball 2 times so far.
Yeah, and again, I mean, you're going to see another corner kick. The Saints just relentless here in the first half, and the score definitely reflects that. Corner kick by, and another, oh, there's a bit of a,
Amazing jump
yeah,
by
that,
TD Reader.
a little collision there with his teammate. Flipped over Carson Stokes, but managed to hold on to it. That's a great goalie play there to hold that in. He's been great in those situations, I will say, TD Reader.
That Catholic football coach might have to go talk to TD Reader about that. That would be a great play on a football field too.
Yeah. And Cole Butler has it. Passes a little long, but Daniel Kehoe recovers. Might be a good opportunity again, but
Lucas
no,
Gordonier has it.
Lucas,
the shot deflected
off the shin of Donald Lowe. Donald Lowe has definitely been great on defense for the Catholic. And R.J. Johnson has about midfield. Everybody up for the Saints.
Yeah, they brought the house forward for the last 3 minutes of this game.
Yeah, Coach Wood, I think he saw that the pressure is working and looked at the score and just said, I want more of that. And when the score is 3-0, not even halftime yet, of course you're going to do what's working and just increase the intensity.
Bringing the team forward is also putting a lot of trust on Callan Weiss to save a breakaway play.
Yep. And here's Lucas Gordonier. Punches another one in. 4-0 with 2.5 minutes left to go in the half. Lucas Gordonier with a second goal.
Taking control and assist by Cole Butler. Really good cross from him.
Yeah, I mean,
the Saints, opportunity.
The Saints have just been so dominant here on offense. Just will not let it go past half field. And, I mean, they just make opportunity after opportunity. And Lucas Gordonier has 2 for the Saints. Yeah. And only 2 minutes left to go in this half about.
Yeah, Lucas Gordonier has 2 for the Saints. Cole Butler has 1 goal, 1 assist. Just so far a really good showing, especially out of the seniors on the team today.
Yeah, and Colin Weiss takes that one in.
Yeah, dove for the save there. 2 minutes left, and the Saints are up 4-0. Really good look for the team.
Yeah, R.J. Johnson controlling it, looking for somebody to pass to, and here comes
Chase Bierlin.
Yep, Chase Bierlin to get that one. And a little spin move there by Sutton Olsen. And Catholic managing to keep the ball on the other side of the field, but Saints still taking good possession, and a big pass up. Lands just short, but the Saints managed to recover either way with Cade Cox passing it out to Lucas Gordonier.
Cade looks a little disappointed there. Yeah. He didn't have anybody in front of him, and he saw an opportunity to score, and Lucas might not have seen that same opportunity.
Yeah, he managed to reach around the guy on that high ball to retain possession. Saints just will not let Catholic have the ball. And another opportunity perhaps here. Daniel Kehoe has it. He's great in these situations.
Yeah, Daniel Kehoe also
around. A cross in, and it's just a little too fast for Cade Cox.
Yeah, Cade Cox comes running in. Daniel Kehoe almost created a 5th goal opportunity for the Saints today.
Yeah, the Saints, I mean, of course they're capitalizing on the opportunities they get. Of course, I mean, score as 4-0, you can see that, but the amount of opportunities they've managed to create through their pressure and their pace.
Yeah, time ticking down. The Saints are just going to kill some time on the clock here.
Yeah, and Catholic just going to take a little rest. Not looking to make a difference here in the last 15 seconds, and clock just going to wind up. And we will take a short break. We'll be back in a couple minutes to – oh, there it is. Now we're going to take a short break. We'll be back in a couple minutes to do a recap and talk a little bit about the other sports, too, going on at St. Chris. Stay tuned for that. All right, here at halftime to give you a quick recap, the Saints looking real good out of the gate for their first game of the season. Connor Welch looks like he's warming up for goalie position here. I think 4-0 is your score. Had a first goal there by Daniel Kehoe, then Lucas Gordon-Neer had one, then Cole had one of his own, and then Lucas Gordon-Neer had a second one.
Yeah, Lucas's second goal assisted by a great cross from Cole Butler. Cole has 1 assist, 1 goal. Lucas has 2 goals. So far, the Saints team has taken absolute control over the game.
Yeah, they look dangerous coming out here. I mean, they've had, like you said, just absolute control. Control of possession, control of, field position, control of pace. I mean, they've really been dominating Catholic out here, and that's reflected by the score. And, they've just created opportunity after opportunity. They are relentless. The ball hardly crosses their side of the field. Colin Weiss, I think he's had to touch the ball like 3 times. They just look great out of the gate. Seeing great things from all their players. Obviously, the people who score, but then you're also looking at Sutton Olsen, Kate Cox, Jack Rickards. What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think Catholic has to do to stay in this game, and what do you think St. Chris is going to keep doing in the second half to keep their lead strong?
The only thing I could say is Catholic has to match their speed on their offensive position. Catholic has some great defenders. They've been stopping some pretty good drives from the Saints here. However, the Saints team is just so electric, so fast that it's almost impossible to stop them from scoring when they get the ball so much.
Yeah, that's why I was saying earlier Catholic needs to match the Saints' pace because they seem to like to slow it down and play at a longer, more drawn-out kind of style of soccer. Almost called it football, but we are in America. So, but the Saints just won't let them slow the game down, and they just keep up their pace. And I think Catholic, they need to match that, and they need to come out and match that speed, match that intensity.
Yeah, and speaking of football, the Saints varsity football team has their first game against Huguenot. Unfortunately, STC TV is unable to stream that game. So you can always log into Huguenot's streaming website. I think it's around $10 for a subscription, or you can go to the game. Also $10 for a ticket to enter the game. However, if you can, I would recommend you go watch that game, the Saints' first game of the season. And we're going to be looking for big things from Darius Gray.
Oh, absolutely. We streamed his commitment ceremony the other day. Committing to University of South Carolina, going to be a Gamecock.
Spurs up, go Cox.
Yes, sir. Number 1 offensive line recruit in the class of 26.
Yeah, the number 1 interior offensive lineman in the country. Watching him play football is honestly just amazing. I haven't seen many offensive linemen with as good a footwork as he does, so
yep.
I would very much recommend, if you can, to go watch that game and definitely tune into some SCC TV streams for future games for the Saints.
Yep, and looks like we're getting about ready to start our play again here. Saints going to start with the ball. Connor Welch, as I said, he warmed up. He's going to take over for Colin Weiss, who was not asked to do much, which, and I mean that in a good way.
That's the best thing a goalie can hope for is that he doesn't touch the ball all game. Now, it might be boring back there, but that really just shows that you have an amazing defense surrounding you.
The goalie is really supposed to be the last resort, and the Saints have not had to lean on the last resort, which is means great things for how their team is doing. And
yeah, I think Colin Weiss only had 1 real shot on goal last time, and he stopped it no problem. But yes, the Saints are switching between goalies at the half. Connor Welch, a senior soccer player, he was on the team last year, backing up Dougie Boardman and Ben Smith. Hope to see great things from him this year.
Connor Welch looking dripped out in all black.
The all-black uniform is a classic for Saints goalies. Ben Smith wore it last year.
Oh, yeah.
Connor Welch carrying on that tradition.
Yeah. And here's Sutton Olsen passing it up to Lucas Gordon-Neer. And Cole and Chase Bierlin marching up the field there. And Tyler Overstreet couldn't keep his control on the ball there. And I believe that was Peter Domark coming in to bat that one away.
The Saints have a good viewing from parents and students alike for the first game of the season. It's great to see support from the Saints fan base.
Yeah, first varsity sporting event here.
Yeah, of the 25-26 school year.
And could be a great opportunity here.
Cole Butler fighting around with the ball.
Yeah, and Catholic just loaded the box there. Stopped anything from happening.
It's pretty hard to score when you get a wall in front of you.
Yep. And you also look in Suns in the Saints' eyes now as they're looking towards the other goal.
It looks like the trees might provide just enough shade in front of the goal to get a good look on the ball. But if you're coming from the Saints side of the ball all the way over, it's going to be pretty hard.
Looked like it might have turned into something, but Jonathan Bach came in with the slide tackle, batted away, but here's Sutton Olsen passing it to Tyler Overstreet. Sprinting in through the middle, and here's a good look. And will not.
Catholic defender, goalie missed the ball. Catholic defender came in just in time to kick that ball away right before it rolled in the goal. That was almost the 5th goal for the Saints.
Yeah, and with our angle, definitely not as good as an angle when you're looking, at least from our perspective, when you're looking down. I thought that was going to go in. I didn't realize there was someone between that. Maybe that's just my eyesight again.
I don't even think it was your eyesight. I saw the same thing. It looked like the ball just got over the goalie, and it might have even been in the goal. But from the angle that we're at, it's kind of hard to see the exact length for the ball.
Yeah, I kind of got tricked there. I was a little confused when I didn't see any movement on the net.
Yeah, I thought I was about to see the Saints stick their arms up, celebrate another one.
Yeah. Whistle blows. Not sure exactly what they're calling here.
It looked like somebody made a contact with R.J. Johnson. That might be the reason for the whistle, but it's unclear from my angle.
Yeah, it looks like the Saints are going to take it back, though. Looks like Sutton Olsen.
Taking a free kick here, maybe?
No, I don't believe it's a free kick.
Yeah, unclear of what's happening on the field right now. Just some confusion.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure what's going on. Looks like these a couple players talking to the refs, talking to their teammates, trying to rearrange something, and play's going to start again. Sutton Olsen just passes it right to Lucas Gordon.
Yeah, almost immediate touch.
Yep. Like I said, just the pace the Saints are playing at.
Evan Broughton turns it over and immediately comes right back after that ball.
Yeah, slide tackle, another one by Carson Stokes for Catholic. He's certainly not scared to get on the ground and try and keep the ball away from the Saints.
It looks like this Catholic defense is a lot more focused on just clearing that ball out of the box from the Saints, because that was a problem for them before. Is once the Saints would get that ball within that box, Catholic couldn't do much but watch as Saints players would work around them.
Yeah, and Carson Stalker bringing it up. And of course, I mean, last half, like you were talking about, Catholic struggled with that. It looked like a couple points where they. Oh, okay. Thought we might call another goal there, but.
Amazing save.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great dive there by TD Reading. He's been pretty good for the Catholic team.
Yeah, for the amount of shots he's had on goal, he's had some pretty good stops. Regardless of what the scoreboard says, I'm going to give some props to TD Reader.
Yeah, absolutely. He's made some athletic plays today.
Yeah, not receiving the most help from his defense. He's kind of been left alone out there a little bit. And
yeah, as I said, goalie is the last resort. Saints haven't had to use it much, but Catholic has had to rely on their last resort quite a few times now to stop goals.
Yeah, TD Reader wasn't such an athletic goalie. The score would probably be a lot more to a lot less.
Yeah. And as I was saying earlier, just I think Catholic smart to just focus on clearing it out and keeping it out of the Saints, off the Saints' foots. Because I mean, first half you saw it looked like a couple times where they were trying to create some opportunities while they were transitioning from defense to offense, trying to kick it up, trying to get it to their guys on offense, and the Saints just wouldn't let it happen. It made the situation worse for them. So I like that adjustment they seem to make. And Lucas Gordon-Near, another goal for Lucas Gordon-Near, the captain. He's 3 goals now. He's got the hat trick.
Yeah, that's what we call a hat trick around these parts, man. 3 goals in a game. That's absolutely amazing. You love to see it out of a player leading the team captain this year, leading the team, one of the top scorers last season too, and he's absolutely showing why he's a team captain.
Yeah, he is an elite shooter. I mean, you cannot give him that kind of opportunity. You cannot let Lucas Gordon-Near get in front of the goalie like that, because he's going to punch it in every time.
And again, I'm going to say, amazing assist from Cole Butler there. He worked the ball around just to the right slot where he could thread the needle and get that ball to Lucas Gordon-Near.
Yeah,
a very tight window, and he got there.
And Connor Welch slipped out of his hands a little bit, but a quick recovery and no danger there.
Yeah, there wasn't too much of a threat there. He doesn't have too much to be worried about.
That's the second time now we've seen Cole Butler get an assist out to Lucas Gordon-Near, and Catholic might be able to make something out of this. It slips through Carson Stalker's feet, but luckily R.J. Johnson was quick with the reaction time.
Daniel Kehoe
lining it up. Another goal for the Saints. Absolute domination on offense as Daniel Kehoe gets his second.
2 goals in 1 minute. Oh, my Lord.
This is really something to see. 6-0 now.
And again, T.D. Reader making a really good dive at the ball, very athletic play. But when he's left with just him and one player, there's not too much he can do.
Of course, the defense just can't let that happen. They can't let a player get the one-on-one with this goalie like that, because, with any of these players on the Saints, I trust them absolutely to score in that situation. There's nobody I would put out there in that situation and not 100% expect them to put that in the back of the net. And, especially today, Saints coming out into the season, they look really good with their shooting, and everything looks on target.
Yeah, and that duo we've been seeing between Cole Butler and Lucas Gordon-Near, that's going to be amazing to watch for the rest of the season. If we keep seeing assists and shots like that, we know Lucas is one of the best shooters on the team, and seeing Cole Butler with the great footwork, some great assists so far, it's got me really excited for the rest of the season.
Contact there. So now if you tuned in recently, we've got it's 6-0. That's 3 goals for Lucas Gordon-Near. Cole Butler has 1 goal and 2 assists.
And 2 goals from Daniel Kehoe.
Yep. Daniel Kehoe, another offensive threat. And Connor Welch saves that one. I think that was only the first or second shot on target from or even shot on goal from Catholic. And Connor Welch, he was just straight into his arms. He didn't have to do much there to stop it.
Yeah, Saints team doesn't seem too worried about this Catholic team anymore. It looked like it was going to be a closer game for the first 20, 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Saints had it 0-0 until the 25th minute of the game.
Yeah, it was
and then Daniel Kehoe had some amazing footwork, worked his way in, got a goal, and Saints have just run away since then.
Looking at the spread of who's scoring, the Saints just have so many weapons on offense, and they got so many guys that they can trust to score, and Catholic has just not been able to put a big stop to any of them, and that's Connor Welch clearing the ball way up.
Yeah, you saw Evan Broughton using his strength there, use his body to get in front of the ball there, stopping a Catholic player.
And right now, seeing those 2 goals, I think didn't even take a minute for that to happen. The Saints, I've been talking a lot about their pace. But I think it's really important to this game to understand what's going on, because, Catholic it doesn't seem like they can match the Saints' pace, and it seems like when they try to, they get tired, and the Saints just have not worn out.
Yeah, that ball looked like it just disappeared into the bushes.
Yeah.
Almost like immediately just it was gone.
Tyler Overstreet heading that one out. And Cole Butler running up the field, gives it to Cash Kisner. The first year on the team, that's Cash. He's a junior, played JV for 2 years.
He was fun to watch on JV. He also was a big corner kicker on the JV team. If you watched any last year, he had some pretty good ball placement.
Yep.
He'll probably be taking over Lucas Gordonier's job in those corner kicks once he graduates at the end of
RJ
the school year.
Johnson dribbling into the middle of the field. Looks like it could have been a good opportunity. I think it was just out of reach there. And I think if it had been a little bit further angled to the left, that might have been a goal. But unfortunately, those passes are hard to get right, and it's hard to really put that. I mean, you got to put it in just the right place.
Yeah, again, thread the needle, man. It's with so many players in the field, if you don't have the right touch, especially right in front of the goal, it's really hard to get there in time.
Yeah. Cole Butler fighting for it.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen too much from Cole Butler before this year, considering he wasn't playing for the Saints team. But, I mean, just watching this game, I can already tell how great of a soccer athlete he is.
Yeah, I mean, I never got to witness him play seriously for those first 3 years. This is my first season watching him play, and it looks like it's exciting. But
Yeah.
The only time I watched him play was when Camp Rivers band freshman year took on the whole rest of the grade.
Man, Cole Butler on the RFC recess matches, absolutely electric player to watch, creating opportunities left and right, and we're seeing that again on this field. Translates almost directly.
Yeah. But, I mean, if you weren't watching him play, you just heard about how good he was from the other players and people who have, but it's great to finally see him play now.
Yeah, man, it's just really exciting to see the Saints team clicking so well.
Yeah. Very brief conversation with Coach Wood before the game, before I headed over to set everything up. He seemed to be in a pretty good mood, and I think this game is probably making that mood a lot better.
Yeah, Coach Wood's my advisor, and I talked to him today about the team, and he's very high on this team this year. He seems to be in the preseason training. He's very excited to see how this team plays. We've got a lot of electric playmakers on the field, and I know I am, and I'm sure everybody else here is excited to watch this team play out the rest of the season.
Yep. Coming in on about the hour mark in about a minute, so 30 minutes to play. And RJ Johnson looks like he might get a good – oh, sorry. I mixed it up there. I was focusing on talking on other things. I apologize.
I mean, RJ Johnson did keep a good play there, getting the ball back out to the Saints offense.
Yeah, got the field flipped there.
Yeah,
good play by RJ Harvey.
They change it up at the half, and
–
sometimes it's pretty easy to forget.
Saw Connor Welch there. I got confused for a second.
Yeah, you just got to look for that all-black outfit.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's a Saints goalie.
Anyway, moving on from that, Cole Butler running it up, batted away there. You got Evan Broughton taking control, passing it out to the wing there.
What's number 10 on the other team again? Yeah. That was Alejandro Lopez batting the ball away from Cole Butler there. As far as I've seen, he's been one of the more electric players for Catholic, stopping some Saints drives, a couple good slide tackles.
And that was a great defensive play there. I thought he was just clearing it out, but
Looked like he got clipped in the back of the heel a little bit. Complete accident on the Saints' part.
Yeah, he's right back up.
And that's why you shouldn't be parking behind the field on days like today when you know that there's a game, because just like during the baseball season, during that fly ball zone, that parking lot's dangerous, especially when you have some of these Saints players kicking the ball.
It looks like a Catholic player went down, did not get the number. I'm not 100% sure who it is.
It looks like he might have just been cramping. He has another teammate stretching him out over there. Hopefully it's just a cramp and he's not really injured.
Yeah, it doesn't I think you're right. I think it was just a cramp.
Yeah. When you see a player with his leg up like that, I mean, looks like the sports trainer Robin's coming over there to help him.
We've got Robin coming out. This
she's dragging him off the field over there.
Anyway, R.J. Johnson coming off the field for the Saints.
Yeah, Saints putting a lot of backup players in. Seems Coach Wood is pretty comfortable with the lead the Saints have and the time there's left in the game.
There was Colin Dexter, the sophomore back, coming on for the field.
I mean, Coach Wood always making sure to keep some of the starting players in just in case it gets out of hand a little bit. You could still see Cole Butler in the game, see Carson Stalker in the game. And those are players that it's just like no matter what, they're going to be anchors that you can rely on.
Soccer, I mean, especially in close games, it is a game of endurance, and to elevate your team from good to great, you really have to have players that can stay on the field as long as they're needed and can come off the bench. Don't have to spend long on the bench, can come off and then go right back on if they need to be. And the Saints certainly have a lot of players like that. They've got some of those players just have elite endurance.
I mean, if you've ever watched the Saints preseason practice, Coach Wood is a big advocate of running.
Yeah.
He is big on having this Saints soccer team run. If you come out here early, you'll see him running laps around the field all day.
Yeah.
So he's 100% training this team for these long games where it really comes down to those last minutes and that energy that players have to have in the very end of the game.
Yep. And to throw in there, Catholic trying to just keep it out of the back of their net. And looks like it might have been a good opportunity, but the Saints just didn't have the numbers there. And Catholic putting the pressure on. Here's an open look, one-on-one, and Catholic finally gets their goal. That's number 3, Jack Gerhardstein, the junior, punching it in for the Saints. I mean, not the Saints. The Crusaders. Apologies.
Yeah, apologies to any Catholic fans watching. Yeah, there's not really much Connor Welch can do there. It's kind of a goalie on player thing there. And like we said earlier, when it's one player on one goalie, it's very, very hard for that goalie to completely stop a ball. He is anywhere in the net to kick, and goalie's just got to guess.
Yeah, the Saints just let him through, and once he had that one-on-one, like you said, that's just so hard to stop. And the only thing you can really do when a player has a one-on-one with a goalie is go back in time and stop it.
It's a good shot attempt by the Saints there. That was Mason Groom took the shot.
Yeah, and some more substitutions for the Saints.
Yeah, it looks like the Saints might be getting a couple more of their starting players back out there. The score is 6-1, but you never know. Game could slip pretty fast. The Saints put some had some series where they put like 2 goals up in a span of 2 minutes. So
and then,
you can never be too sure.
Yeah, I think. They had 2 goals within 2 minutes, and then 2 goals within 1 minute. So that's 4 goals in 3 minutes without the time in between.
Yeah, so with a fast-paced team, it could really get out of hand really fast. So I'm sure Coach Wood is seeing a little bit of momentum heading towards the Crusaders. And
yeah, they've certainly seemed to have a little more of it. They're going to start with the ball here on the Saints side of the field, which they've been doing a much better job of getting the ball to the other side of the field this half. Some halftime adjustments certainly helped, but Saints just playing keep away there.
Yeah, the Saints team definitely looks like they're just trying to slow down the game a little bit. They got about 25 minutes left in the game, and they're up 5. So they got some of the backup players in there just trying to keep the game slower, trying to open up some opportunities for some shots.
Yeah. And I think that's Carson Stalker throwing it in. Might have that wrong.
Carson Stalker was also a starter for the Saints last season.
That's Colin Dexter throwing it in. My apologies. And a pass way up the field, and a little force on that. Jack Ricker's got his foot on it, but it bounced right off. Saints managed to keep possession, though. Cash Kisner putting the pressure on there. And he will be rewarded with a throw-in from Colin Wishnack.
Cash comes flying in there trying to get that ball just ahead.
And Saints keeping it about midfield here. Marching it up with a pass. Managed to give it up, though. And Catholic could have been a good opportunity, but R.J. Johnson was just lying in wait. But Catholic recover again. Big pass up the field. This could be dangerous again. Manages to stop that. Looks like if he had gone controller quicker, just managed to get that shot off, he might have had a good chance, but this just waited too long, I feel, which, of course, easy to say up here, but when you're down there, ball's bouncing all around and hard to gain control off of a pass like that.
That was Jack Gerardstein with the ball.
Gerardstein, I believe. Same difference.
Catholic definitely in these last 5 minutes have stepped it up a little bit, put a little more pressure on the Saints defense.
Yeah,
Nothing they can't handle, but making sure to keep the game competitive.
Yeah, just so much more time with the ball in this half and right here. And Saints got Connor Welch plus 2 other players right there in the goal. And none of them will need to jump into action as they manage to clear it out. Colin Wishnack dove in there, and Catholic will now have a throw-in from number 5, Kylan Jimenez, senior. And here could be another opportunity, and the kick, the shot goes wide to the right. And I believe Connor Welch will kick it upfield. He's going to kick it to RJ. RJ Johnson got guys on all sides of him. Here's Wishnack. Going to blow the whistle there. And Catholic just trying to put everybody, as many people up as they can, it seems like.
I mean, yeah, when you're trailing by 5, with about 20 minutes left in the game, almost the only option is to kind of just bring the house up front, try to get as many scoring opportunities as you can.
Yeah, you kind of have to take those risks, and you kind of have to accept that. Yeah, they might get an opportunity. Like, yes, this might allow them to slip through our defense a little easier, but I mean, you have to score down 6-1.
Huge shout out to the refs. It's definitely a hard job coming out here, especially with some pretty good fans on the team. It can sometimes get hard to make these calls, and the refs today have done an amazing job with keeping the game fair and pretty even calls on both sides.
Yeah, and Saints, big kick up. Hayes Carruthers trying to get there, but can't. TD Reading gets there first. And Rickards putting the footwork on, loses it though.
Yeah, Rickard's not giving up there, making sure to stay right there.
Yeah, and oh, that's a nice header and another opportunity one-on-one.
Oh, that was
We think that might have been an offsides there to cancel out that opportunity.
Yeah, that's the only reason I would see for the refs to blow that play dead.
And here's another opportunity for the Saints. And a 7th goal of the game. A phenomenal shot by Noah Dagnow, the sophomore mid-back, first year on the team. And that is a phenomenal goal. It's a first year on the team, first game. That's a great first impression.
Yep. Placing that ball top bin of the goal, you know, that's always a hard shot to make and a hard shot to save if you're a goalie.
Yeah, I mean,
and he made sure to move that ball around and made an amazing play.
Yeah, if you manage to pinpoint that shot and put enough power on that, which, I mean, that thing had some velocity on it. I mean, as a goalie, that is,
yeah.
I mean, that's impossible to save, and that was just a perfect shot.
He got the ball so close up to the goal that the goalie had almost no chance of saving it. That's, again, not on goalie. That's more of a defensive
he would have had
issue.
to guess where it was going to go to save that. I mean, it was too fast, too close. And again, that was Noah Dagnow. And a lot of people in that one little spot. Saints fans should come away with it. Passing it up.
Another thing I love about this Saints team is that at every single game, if you look on the sideline, the Saints players stay standing the entire time, unless in case of an injury or Coach Wood allows them to sit down.
Yeah.
Coach Wood keeps a high standard for this team, and he makes sure. If you look at other teams, a lot of times they have players sitting down pretty often.
Yeah.
Saints team is held to a high standard where Coach Wood makes them stand up and support their.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy in this type of situation where you got 7 goals, you know, you come off, you feel good. You think, well, you know, you did your job, time to sit down. No, not in front of Coach Wood.
No, Coach Wood makes sure you play through the entire game. That's something I always respect about any team in any sport, is a team that plays their hardest throughout every single moment of the game. There's nothing worse than watching a team who realizes that they're down and they just give up on the game.
And I believe to correct a mistake, I was fairly confident that Catholic had a goal on the board. One of their players definitely put one in the net, but I believe they have not put the goal up. It's the scoreboard says 7-0.
There might have been an issue with the play. Maybe it was another offsides call or something like that.
I didn't hear any indication at the time that it didn't count, but
you know, the refs have their reasons, and seeing that the Saints goal got put up on the scoreboard makes me wonder if that goal for Catholic really did count.
Yeah, at first I did. I thought it, because sometimes the scoreboard just takes a little bit to put the numbers up.
Yeah, some technical issues.
Yeah, but the fact that they put the Saints goal on there, I do believe that Catholic's goal did not count, and the Saints are upset.
Which is unfortunate because the play, the goal that play, the play that had that goal was very good.
Yeah.
It was one man to beat with Connor Welch sitting there alone, and it was just a pretty good look.
It was
for
a
Catholic.
good shot, yeah. And I believe that was a shot attempt, but it'll go high and to the right, I believe. No need for Connor Welch to save that one as it was off target.
Yeah, right around 15 minutes left in this game, and the Saints are up 7-0. Pretty healthy lead. Now, the game isn't over yet. We've seen the Saints score around 4 goals in a 3-minute span throughout this entire game. So I wouldn't count anybody out yet. But with the way the Saints team's been playing, it's going to be very hard for Catholic to close in a lead
Yep.
of 7-0 in a series of
And
14
that's a
minutes.
great poke out there by Noah Dagno, who had the last goal, his 7th goal for the Saints. Just managed to poke that one out, and Catholic's going to send Alejandro Lopez up to take this one for him. It's going to be a corner kick, I believe.
Yeah, it's always these corner kicks with the left foot is always a problem
Yeah.
for a lot of players, especially if you're right-footed. But it seems like he got a good touch on that.
Yeah, had the great curve, just wasn't put in the right spot, and of course that's a very hard kick to pinpoint. And I believe Connor Welch will kick this one up.
Yeah, you can see that ball boy in the sideline
Yep.
getting his reps in, throwing
Yeah,
those
putting in
balls
the work. Appreciate. I'm not sure what his name is. We don't have him on the roster.
Yeah,
but
no,
appreciate him.
appreciation for him.
Yeah. Appreciation to the managers too.
Yeah.
St. Christopher's, Matthew Covington and Lawson Roberts, both senior managers, doing great work for the team, keeping them organized during practice.
And additionally, I want to shout out the Saints team coaches. Head coach Jay Wood has put together some amazing programs in his years. Hopefully this year is another state championship team where we can see the Saints bring home another.
Yep, and the assistant coaches for the Saints. Big thank you to Jack O'Donnell, Ben Tyner, Mauricio Pava, and John Sexton. Both they've all managed to, from the looks of it, all managed to put together a great team this season. Just from my first impression, looking at the scoreboard, looking at the play, the Saints look like they're going into the season hot. And Saints again putting the pressure on, just unrelenting. They don't seem to care about the score at all. They're going out and playing like it's still 0-0. And nice move there. That's Evan Braun getting physical, boxing this guy out to prevent a last-second goal there.
Again, proving why he is an all-Virginia Prep League player. Man, Evan Broughton, when he's on defense, it's just locked down. He saves the goalie a lot of stress.
Yeah, absolutely. And poked out there.
Looked like he was headed for the stands, but just hopped over in the senior parking lot.
Colin Wishnack had it. I believe it was poked out by Seth Kinsman.
It looks like
sophomore.
Mr. Leckie is going running to help get that ball, giving it to the ball boy.
Love to see it from our headmaster. And coming up on the 80-minute mark, so about 10 minutes left to play plus some, whatever the officials deem necessary to play.
Yeah, with the scoreless game, I would
Yeah.
assume the officials don't add any time. There hasn't been too many injury stops.
Yeah.
And 7-0,
Yeah.
adding extra time
And
might not be
yeah.
necessary.
So sometimes, if it's a close game and, maybe one team's down by just a goal, and sometimes they let them play for a little longer. But
they do tend to let them play, but normally that's when there's been too many clock stops.
yeah.
A lot of some injuries, some reasons for it, and I don't see a reason for the refs to add any more time to the clock today.
Yep. 10 minutes left now. Saints up 7-0.
Jack Rickards, good move.
And
Making
just
his way around a
weaving
couple
his
players.
way. And unfortunately, just a bad pass manages to let it go, but he was doing a great job there, getting through his defenders. Now, I believe this is Hayes Carruthers taking the throw in. And that's some nice moves right there by Bodie Frick. And just a long, hard kick goes into the, looks like a practice net there. Protecting your cars out there.
Yeah, no, they got that net back there for a reason. But
Yeah.
I would still be wary of parking my car back there around some of these soccer games.
Yeah.
Some of these St. Chris players have a leg on them, and I would hate to see a windshield
Yeah.
shattered from it.
Man, I would never trust my car there during a baseball game.
Oh no, that's something you hear about every single season. Somebody's windshield gets popped by a ball.
Yeah, so a warning to those at home. Park right next to the soccer field.
There's
during baseball
warning
season.
signs in front of every single one of those parking spots, and it's park at your own risk.
Yeah.
But yeah, with games going on these fields, especially during the fall and during the spring when baseball season going on, I wouldn't even park my car.
Yeah, if you are, I would hope you have good
Nearby.
insurance. Connor Welch poking it up to Evan Broughton there. And Catholic just always just moving towards the ball, soaring around the ball, looking for anything. And just playing keep away a little bit, trying to find any open look here. And this could be a good opportunity, but Saints just too quick to make those transitions on defense.
Yeah, defender Evan Broughton again showing why he's such a good player.
Big pass up. Hayes
poking the ball
Carruthers
away.
turned around to get control of that. And Hayes Carruthers, nice shot on goal there by Hayes Carruthers.
Yeah, good look, great pass from Cade Cox. Unfortunately, Carruthers couldn't get the angle on the goalie.
TD Reader just made a good dive to stop that.
Yeah, TD Reader showed off his athleticism on the game today.
Yeah, he's his score. Don't let the score deceive you. And TD Reader has been actually pretty good this game. His score could be a lot higher, but he's made some great plays on in the goal to big jumps, big dives. Very very athletic player.
Yeah, kind of just killing the momentum of the Saints on some of those drives.
Yeah.
And as much as I love to see the Saints win, I always have to appreciate an athlete.
Now it looks like Timmy Kidwell. I believe he has been substituted in recently. He's going to take the throw in for Catholic. And dribbling around, has a bit of open field, takes a shot, saved by Connor Welch, rolled into his hands. The Saints couldn't stop the shot, but they closed the angles around him a little bit, and he could only really put it right in front of Connor Welch. So,
yeah, it's definitely a defensive strategy is just closing up all the lanes so they only really have one place to place the ball, and the goalie knows exactly where that is.
Connor Welch's leg has definitely improved, I feel. He's made some good kicks upfield.
Booting it.
Yeah. Colin Wishnack with a pass upfield.
Ogwood.
Yeah, August Wood. Pass was intended for August Wood. Not Colin Weiss. Michael Martike of the Crusaders got to it. And about 5 minutes left here in this game.
Yeah, I think the Saints are going to kind of just try to slow this one down for the last 5 minutes.
That's what I would do.
No need to run up the score.
Yeah. And a nice header there by Sutton Olsen to keep it on the Catholic side of the field.
Cade Cox moving around with the ball.
Yep. Oh, looked like maybe a little contact there, but
yeah, Cade Cox has been a player on the Saints that is not afraid to take a hit or dish one out either.
yeah,
I've seen
absolutely.
it in years past. For the past 2 years, he's been playing soccer for the Saints. I've seen him use his body to his advantage.
Yeah, he's an immensely physical player.
Yeah, and he's fast too. It's just both of those together creates an electric playmaker.
Yeah, he's hard to deal with. And
defender's nightmare right there.
Yep. Cash Kisner managed to get a hold of that one and booted out a little bit by Catholic. I didn't catch who hit that, but it was high and out. And now we're going to see Colin Wishnack take the throw into A.J. Johnson. Sorry, R.J. Johnson. I believe A.J. Johnson plays for the Wizards. And Connor Welch went up for it and just couldn't stop that one. Is a nice nice shot there. Get around the goalie and put one on the board late in this game.
Yeah, it's going to be Jason Preble putting the ball in the goal and closing the lead just down to 7-1, making sure that Catholic gets some points on the board before the end of this game.
And
again, not too much Connor Welch could have done there.
Yeah, I think he made the smart play there by coming out and trying to get that.
Yeah, trying to put some pressure on the player, hopefully making him miss.
Of course, when you have that one-on-one, we talked a couple of times this game about how difficult that situation is as a goalie when you have a one-on-one with a shooter.
Similar situation to penalty kicks. You just don't know where they're going to put that ball, and it's hard to guess as a goalie.
Yeah. And I mean, especially when you have to run up right in front of them, there's just so much room for them to.
Sutton Olsen putting the moves on 3 Catholic defenders, making sure to get the ball out to the Saints. Cade Cox coming burning in there.
And it looks like they want revenge for that goal.
Saints ain't giving up yet.
No.
Yeah, one thing I know about Cade Cox is that guy does not give up easy.
No, he does not. Very stubborn in the good way. I believe this is Wishnack taking the corner kick, and looks like it might have gone in if not for the TD reading, but he just right into the goalie's hands there. And R.J. Johnson, looking at the one-on-one, managed to kick it up. Son Olsen just passing it out, light tap to Cash Kisner there. Connor Welch just going to clear this one. Olsen again. Out to Noah. And TD Reading just gonna, TD Reader just picking that one up and
just killing the play.
Yep. I think at this point, I think both teams probably just ready to pack it up and go home.
I mean, yeah, there's around a minute left in the game, and as much of a possibility that there is that a team can score a couple times in the span of a minute, scoring 6 times in 1 minute with this Saints defense, I would call impossible.
I mean, we saw the Saints score twice in 1 minute, and that was the fastest successive goals I've seen watching soccer,
especially varsity soccer. It's normally lower scoring games, 3-2, 2-3.
Yeah.
But you know, scoring 2 goals in a minute just proves how electric this Saints
Connor
team is.
booting it up the field, line drive with about 30 seconds left in this game. Plus, not sure if the officials will add much time. So I think once we hit that 90-minute mark, it's gonna be the end of this game. And it's Cade Cox sprinting for that one, but it's just not outpaced, sorry. Had a head start there on him.
And that's going to be the game.
Yep. That's a phenomenal showing to start off the season by the Saints. 7-1 with goals by 2 for Daniel Kehoe, 3 for Lucas Gordon near the hat trick, 1 for Cole Butler.
And 2 assists.
Yep, and 2 assists for Cole, and 1 for Noah Dagno. A phenomenal showing, offensive and defense. I mean, the pace, the control, they were dominant out here today. This is a phenomenal look for the rest of the season with this squad.
And thank you for tuning in to STC TV stream. And make sure to tune into the games for the rest of the season. We have varsity football on the 6th against Episcopal.
Yep.
And I'm sure we have a couple games in between then too.
Yeah,
So
we got next game will be Fuma at home, 4:45 on a Friday. Stay tuned for that stream. Hope you all have a great night and enjoyed watching the showing by the Saints.